Anyway, hello, loved ones. I am hopping on live. Here we go. Um, to do a collective reading very, very quickly. I felt very, very led today to do this. I've been feeling the unction for the past few days. And, even if people don't hop on and catch it now, I'm going to leave it posted on my page because there's definitely a message that wants to come through. The word that I keep hearing over and over and over again is choices, choices, choices. And there's something very, very significant about sticking with your choice, whatever your choice is. I know that I've been posting some videos and just even in conversations amongst my tribe, like it's been geared towards, understanding, why you make a choice. Every time you make a choice, understand, that you're making or you're doing something with purpose, on purpose. It's going to serve a purpose. And, be connected to what that is. Don't just make choices based off of what someone else is saying to you or has told you or is expecting of you. But make choices with your inner child and your higher self in mind. And then once you make your choice, stick by it. Don't apologize for it. Don't go back and forth. Don't play with the notion of, whether that is the right choice or the wrong choice. Any choice that you make for yourself, again, it has to serve your higher purpose and your inner child. And understanding that there is no wrong choice. Some choices, yes, may take us down a different path that may be a little bit longer, a little bit more rigid or whatnot. But either way it goes, the overall goal and whatever it is that you're supposed to be learning, you're going to learn, period. It's going to happen. If it's a part of your purpose, if it's assigned to you and aligned for you, it's going to happen either way it goes. So, bask in your freedom of choice at this time. And again, stick by whatever choice it was that, you made. Don't let anybody talk you down. Don't let anybody change your mind. And even within yourself, when you feel, because there's so many different reasons and, different, I don't even know the word to use, but we all have different things that kind of pull at us and, that may distract us within our decision making process, right? So when I say like those things, like those little voices, when we have, a moment of confidence to be like, oh, I think this is this. But then you have that one little piece of doubt that's kind of like, oh, but what if it's not? And so now that you're entertaining that voice, you're going back and forth with what feels natural, what doesn't. So so that process is always present. It looks different for everybody for different reasons. But what Spirit really, really, really wants to emphasize at this time is that, there is a heavy importance on trusting your intuition, number one, and choosing based off of what your intuition has shown you and is showing you continually, right? And then once you make that choice, again, step 3 is sticking by your decision, because absolutely there's always going to be factors to come in to question, your logic, to question if you really, really believe, what it is that you have said, or what do you stand behind whatever it was you have chosen. And it's not to, again, make you question your choice or to question yourself, but it is to, show you what it looks like to actively choose that, right? Because it's one thing to say or write down, like when we're not having to face the actual decision, to say that if I was here, I would do X, Y, and Z. But then when you're presented with the opportunity to do X, Y, and Z, what are you going to do, right? Choices. So let's see what comes out at this time. I'm grateful to all of the ancestors, spirit guides, angels that are with me at this time, always guiding, giving their beautiful light and wisdom. We're seeking clear and concise understanding and answers at this time. What messages need to come through to us? We are safe and protected as we receive these messages and as we tap in. And any energies that are coming in with a negative intent, may they immediately be subject to the same negativity that they've sent out. And may it all be returned to sender, having not accomplished anything it was sent out to do. Period. All right. These cards are going crazy right now. What do we need to hear at this time? Four of Pentacles. That was at the bottom of the deck originally. Four of Pentacles. Stability. The High Priestess. Intuition. The Knight of Pentacles. Our slow-moving knight. Slow-moving. Goodness. But abundant. All the same. Stability. And even the message that I put out on my morning motivation today was about having stability in your energy, right? Not allowing all of these unstable energies to, pull you and drag you in directions that you're not meant to be going at this time. Because again, anytime there's a heavy emphasis on choices, most times that means that this is an atmosphere and a time that is very, very conducive for manifestation, right? Because when we're, when our attention is being brought to, like, what are you choosing? What are you thinking about? What are you speaking? What are you calling forth? Whether you're doing it consciously or subconsciously. When you're called to have extra attention to that, that's usually because it's an era of manifestation, right? And of course, we want to always, manifest the good things. Most of the time when we think of actively manifesting, we're thinking about manifesting things that we don't have or things that we want. But you have to realize that whether you're, again, doing that with a conscious effort or an unconscious effort, you're still manifesting. So what are you thinking about? Where is your thought process? When you say you want to manifest one thing or one situation, are you sticking behind that, or are you constantly kind of like back and forth on your decision, right? And then it's kind of like, even with this Knight of Pentacles energy being here, if you're feeling like things may be kind of like at a moving at a slower pace in your life than what you would really like, I really feel as though, to an extent, there is divine timing at play that is holding up certain processes because they are waiting on you to embrace this stability, right, within yourself. And to get solid behind your choices and whatever it is that you are manifesting at this time. As I was speaking, the Ten of Cups popped out here as well. Right behind the Knight of Pentacles. What else? We have the Nine of Pentacles that just came out. There's a lot of abundance that is here. Even the Four of Pentacles is a card that represents abundance as well. It's stability in all aspects, spiritually, physically, emotionally, energetically, mentally. But absolutely, this is a Pentacles card. So we know Pentacles represents money. That's coinage, and some of you may be in this space of wanting to manifest more, right? The Nine of Pentacles. You're feeling like you're very, very close to your harvest time, and you're wanting to see that begin to truly manifest within your life. And if you are wondering, again, what is the holdup on that, right? Even if you're trying to manifest love into your life, this Ten of Cups situation, if you're trying to manifest this emotional, stability and community around you. For some of you, if you're trying to heal and mend family wounds, right? You're wondering, why does this process feel like it's being, dragged out to an extent? Look, the Four of Wands. Some of you are really, really, trying to manifest your soulmate, your partner, being with that person. For some of you, if you already know who your person is, you're just trying to manifest getting to that person, right? We have the Nine of Wands here. Why is the Nine of Wands here? Temperance. Yeah. There's definitely this call for, balance and stability when it comes down to choices. I definitely feel like that is the message for the day. And for some of you, it is really, really a matter of getting down to the root of figuring out why it is you have this battle with yourself when it comes down to allowing yourself to manifest these things, right? And manifest it at the speed in which you really would like for it to happen. And there could be, again, and I don't even want to start naming things because it's like, I really can't call it all because that's like a personal thing. That's what, therapy and things are in place for. Life coaching is in place for you to understand, get down to the root of like your childhood trauma and really just deal with that space and that place and send love to it. Right? Because everything, and even for some people, if you feel like you're doing this external battle thing, right? I will be okay because, and I feel led to say this for sure because, again, like my morning motivation, was really, really centered around, sticking behind your choices and setting your standards and your boundaries, right? So if I go out and I say today that I'm going to have this type of day, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, right? That means that no matter what happens, I have to assure that A, B, C, D, E, F, G is still the order of my life, which is my standard, right? And I set my standard according to what I need internally, right? You see how the pentacles are kind of just aligning with her crown chakra here, with her solar plexus chakra here, which is that inner power, that inner strength. Her feet, she's grounded. And there's nobody else on this card. It is just this character that is here. Why? And what does this represent? This represents you. And understanding that you can no longer, under any circumstances and in any situation, say that, okay, well, I was going to maintain this standard, but then this happened. But then this person did this. But then I started feeling this way. And it's like, no. That doesn't have anything to do with that person, but that situation, but it has everything to do with the fact that you chose to step down from your standard. And that is what the, Spirit is telling us at this time. When you get to this space of being in your Four Pentacles energy and having standards that are really, really set to keep you aligned and in this balanced energy, choose only that. Right? You may even see this character as a selfish person, right? Because, again, there's nobody else on this card and all of her feet, her hair, her hands are all wrapped up in her bag, right? Because she's made a choice that where I have placed these, boundaries and these priorities in my life, these standards in my life. This is what's keeping me solid and where I need to be so that I can continue to serve and to help others and to actually have, a real chance at manifesting the life that I know that I desire and deserve. High Priestess energy, again, that's the card of intuition. And I want you to notice as well that there is a moon on this card, right? And I always, in any reading that I have, I love to highlight this with the High Priestess. Yes, we talk about light, we talk about good energy, we talk about the warmth of the sun. But I want you to understand that the balance comes in the shadow work, right? And where's the shadows? The shadows is in the darkness. But I want you to understand with this High Priestess, she is as intuitive, she or he is as intuitive as they are because they have understood how to hone the energy of the moon, which is shadow energy, right? This is shadow energy. So again, whatever it is within yourself that you're battling, is no longer okay to keep going through this cycle of putting yourself through this, right? Because it's like whatever choice you make, you should be able to smoothly just move through life. Boom, if I'm going to do this, this is what I'm going to do. And I accept all that comes with it. Boom, if I'm going to do this, this is what I'm going to do. And I accept all that comes with it. Literally, I don't care what the choice is. Right? But I want you to understand, you don't get the, I don't even know what you want to call it. You don't get to make a choice and then complain about the consequences, right? Or be in the space of wanting to manifest certain things, but constantly, fighting with and battling with, is this what I want to manifest? Is this what I want to do? Is this? And then getting upset when it's like, okay, everything I want is so close and within reach. Why am I not getting it? Choices. Right? Look. Page of Swords. Choices. And this is really about you taking back control of the narrative in your life. Whatever you speak, you shall have. Right? And the second part that goes along with that is that when I start looking around and it ain't really giving what I thought it was supposed to give, like when I opened my eyes, I thought it was going to be like, voila. And it was like, well, nah, like I still have to remain, again, aligned with the energy and the intuition that tells me that I have the power to continue to speak and call forth whatever it is that I am desiring. Right? And still choose to believe that you can have that. Still choose to believe that you are manifesting that. Still choose to believe, because even believing, that's a choice, right? That is a choice. So with everything, beautiful spread, 10 of Cups, 4 of Wands, the marriage, the soulmate connection, Temperance is here. 9 of Pentacles is here. With the Knight of Pentacles, right? And even with this, I consider this being, we have 10 Pentacles on the board now. The 10 of Pentacles card hadn't come out. But be that as it may, 10 Pentacles are still here, honey. And you have the 10 of Cups, you have Temperance, you have the 9 of Wands. And it's like everything that you desire is, it's already for you. It's protected. Nothing can stop that but you. Nothing can stop it but you. Nobody can stop it but you. Right? 3 of Swords. I keep hearing, get out of your own way. Stop breaking your own heart. Stop breaking your own heart. Make the choice that you know you need to make and stick beside it. And stick beside it. Look, cards are popping, but they're not falling out. Page of Pentacles here. You have a lot of wisdom. You have a lot of understanding. You have a lot of vision. You have a lot of goals, right? And Spirit also wants you to know that you are equipped with everything that you need. So any sort of, again, external factor that's trying to, sway you or move you on your decision, you really, really have to get, and for whoever, right? For whoever this is for, you have to get in that space of understanding your power, right? And understanding it in a way to where you'll never question it. again, depending on how we're conditioned, on how we're raised, the situations we've been in, we all have different processes of, feeling like we can trust somebody, right? Some people trust quicker than others. Some people give into that a little quicker than others. And then you have other people that's like, well, I got to see this, I got to see this, I got to see this, I got to test it, I got to, it's different for each and every person. But for whatever that process looks like for you, you owe it to yourself to do it for the sake of understanding your power, right? To get into the space to where I trust myself enough to know that I'm making the right decisions. I trust myself enough to, follow my discernment. I trust that part of me, right? I trust every part. I embrace, I love each and every part of me. So much so to where I don't question it. And I'll do away with anything or anybody that questions it before I question it. You have to be that sure, just like anything, because we all have something, even if it's just one thing or one person that we're absolutely just sure about. It's been tried, true, tested, right? That same feeling, you got to apply that pressure when it comes down to trusting and understanding your power and trusting you. Look, this Ten of Swords is here. And again, I feel like we could say all day, well, I'm like this because this person did this and, I just can't trust people. And no. In all honesty, you feel like you cannot trust yourself to do what's best for you. So you stressing instead of doing what needs to be done. You in your head about it instead of doing what needs to be done. Right? And what are you in your head about? The decision you need to make. And it's not, again, that space of being in the victim of, I don't know what to do. No. Honey, anybody who is the high priestess, you always know what to do. Like, you always know what to do. Period. Like, there's nothing else to even add to that. You always know what to do. Now, your peace comes when you allow yourself to trust that. You always know what to do. And get out of your own way, because when the choice does not look like what you think it should or what you felt like it should have looked like, you don't get the, and I hate for this message to just come off so like, but this is how I'm feeling it, right? Because most people that follow me, you have an understanding of your light. You are a star seed. We understand that. We know that. You are a leader. And a lot of these things, you have already been in place to teach somebody else, or you're going to, or you're doing it right now. But it's almost like you're not following your own advice. So that's why the messages got to come like, okay, why would you slow up your own process or, be doing X, Y, and Z knowing that, knowing that with this Six of Pentacles here, whatever it is that you put out into the universe is what you're going to get back. Knowing that, as I was saying, and this card popped out, and this is how the universe is like, I want you to understand, like, and this is why you cannot complain about anything that's happening, because literally you're giving it out and you're asking for it at the same time. So when you're understanding and you're in your space of like, okay, surety, alignment, I'm in my Four of Pentacles energy and my High Priestess bag, right? I'm very, very sure about what it is I need to do. And I come out and I'm like, yes, I'm going to do this. Boom. This is how it's going to go. Period. Once you lock into that, universe is like, your wish is my command. And I bring unto you those things that you really, really need and desire so that you can remain in your alignment and High Priestess energy. But when you get into this energy, right? When you fall subject to this, and again, Nothing in this reading is saying like this is somebody else. This is self-affliction. This is self-sabotage all the way. I feel it in my soul. I really, really feel it. This is self-sabotage. So when you start getting in your own way, the universe is like, as you wish. So shall everybody else and everything else. Slow up. Stop. Get in this Knight of Pentacles energy, right? Not that you know, because we don't do this whole game of like, oh no, I made the wrong choice and now God is punishing me. No, it's not that. Never has been. And that's a whole other reading for another day. But understand that this slow moving night is slow moving because, and again, you cannot blame the universe for Six of Pentacles energy, because again, there is this give and take understanding. Whatever you put into the universe, and I'm looking at 222 right now, I return back to you. So even at 222, like what I've been doing lately, to you really, really be conscious about this, right? Because this is the time for this lunar eclipse season, full moon energy, all of this. Last one of the year is just going into winter time. Things are literally coming to a close, ending, dying off, getting ready for the new birth. Right? I've been speaking into each and every moment of these, triple numbers, these portals that I see. Exactly what it is that I desire. Almost like mantras, right? And I learned this from some friends of mine. They do it religiously, right? And now I'm there. And it's just like literally actively what I desire. I'm speaking, I'm calling it forth. I'm keeping my mind in the space of, understanding that I'm constantly telling the universe what I want, whether it's consciously or subconsciously. And we are not in the space to where we can just let our energy just be all over no, we can't do that. No. No. Okay? We cannot do that. Not if we want to see, these drastic changes and manifestations in our lives. So understand that every choice that you make at this time speaks to the universe. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that movie, Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, but the people were just like putting in the orders and it was like going up into the little, I'm not even going to try to pronounce the little machine name, but it was up in the sky, right? And it was like whatever they put out, like whatever types of food they wish for, it was just drop, like just come. So it's like now, like whatever it is that you're saying and you're putting out, it's literally just dropping and it's coming back to you. And if you're not actively choosing to believe that I can manifest what I desire, that I can manifest my highest, brightest reality, understand that you're manifesting the opposite of that. And when, things begin to look chaotic in your life or look like it's, just moving in slow motion, or when you're really, really feeling the heaviness of this Three of Swords and this Ten of Swords energy, and it's like you just can't pull yourself out of it, you have to understand what message are you translating to receive that. And again, and this is why I say too, back to point A, right? Why some of you guys really, really need to be in your high priestess bag and doing your shadow work is because if you don't even know or realize that you're calling in certain energies into your life, that means that you're not aligned or not in control of your standard. And a lot of you, once you go within and do this shadow work, you're going to see, that there are a lot of things that are within you, right? That need to be healed and spoken to and addressed. Because, again, it's doing its job, right? The subconscious is allowing whatever is going on within you, because that's what the subconscious does. And it constantly fights for you. Whatever it is that you said, that you believe is your truth, your subconscious is the little voice within you that be like, oh, hell no, when somebody comes and they challenge that, right? Or if somebody asks you to do something that is the opposite of that and you like, no, I don't get down like that. That's your subconscious, because that person, and almost like your inner child, is trained to understand what it is that you need. But again, we are in the space of evolving. So what you need, all of that adjusts, and it calls for you to go within. Again, do your shadow work and understand that if what's around me right now is absolutely not aligning with what I need and what I feel like I truly, truly am manifesting and desiring at this time, I can't blame nobody else. I wouldn't even blame myself, to be honest. I just need to understand that the solution to that issue is within me. Right? And even if this message, is coming off a little bit harder than, most time my messages would, understand that, like I just said to you, it's not about beating yourself up or, saying that, man, I'm doing something wrong. No, it's literally giving yourself that love and that energy that is needed. Doing the opposite, not beating up myself, but giving myself love. Speaking to all of those places that need to be reminded that we are worthy. Speaking to all of those places that may be holding on to other truths and, bad seeds that people tried to plant into you when they wanted to hold you down and keep you down, right? You have to really, really speak to those places and undo what was done. Otherwise, your subconscious is going to continue to perpetuate that as your truth throughout your body and outside of your body. And again, once it gets outside of your body and it's in the atmosphere and it's within the universe, the only thing it can do is continue to come back to you. Perpetuation. And that's what we want to do. Break the cycle. That cycle, right? Because it's all energy is always going to perpetuate either way it goes. But now it's about you choosing to be in control of what perpetuates in your life. What does your eternity look like? What does your continual reality look like? And if you don't get firm on that and align all of your energy with what you choose, you're going to continue to have a very, very fragmented picture of the reality that you're trying to manifest. And again, look, Ten of Pentacles is here. I knew it was coming out. Eight of Cups. You're really, truly being asked to walk away. Walk away from certain things. Heal from certain things. Give yourself time. Right? Do your shadow work. High Priestess, do your shadow work. Because there's a lot that is in store for you. I had the Seven of Cups and the Page of Cups to pop out, and I wanted to get a clarity card for those. Let's see. This Page of Cups. Somebody left out in the cold. Five of Pentacles. Page of Cups. What's the Page of Cups about? The Strength card came out. Five of Wands. Yeah. And some of you guys, either you have or you're about to have to walk away from somebody, right? This is a person, and this energy right here, because everything else that's just been popping out has truly been like just flowing with the narrative of what I was saying, but that energy stopped me. The Page of Cups. This is Seven of Cups is here. Five of Pentacles and the Five of Wands. Because this is not, okay. And for some people, right, the Hangman just came out as well. This is an energy that is definitely working against you, in a sense. And even if they're not doing it physically, energetically, it's happening. But for some of you, it's really, really like physically, it's out there that this person is really, really, truly working against what it is that you're trying to do and keeping you in this Hangman energy, right? And I feel as though as well that this is a part of the energy that you need to let go of, or that you have let go of, right? But even if there was any question as to why you had to let go of this situation, right? Aside from the obvious of whatever it was that initiated your walk away. When you have those times, okay, thank you, Spirit. When you have those times of questioning whether you made the right choice, understand that you did, right? Understand that you did. And Spirit wants to remind you of that. Because this 5 of Wands is here. This is somebody that was truly, again, energetically working against you. Kind of like this combative or, competitive spirit. And then the 5 of Pentacles, this could be somebody that either wanted to see you with nothing or left out in the cold. This was somebody that wanted to, bring you down to size to an extent. Just, and again, it seems as though it was a love situation because the Page of Cups is here. But even if this was like family, right? Because there's more. There's the Page of Cups and then there's the 7 of Cups. And I'm told to read that this 7 of Cups was like other people too, right? It wasn't just one person involved. Maybe other energies as well. But it was just, it was just too much going on. And it was really, really preventing you from, again, going within the Hermit card here. Healing and doing what you needed to do. So that you could have the strength, right? The Strength card came out to truly manifest. Again, this reality that is very much for you. That you look, the World card, something that you truly deserve. The universe wants you to know that you are literally worthy of the world. You are beyond worthy of the world. And your choices should align with that notion. Whew. Spirit doing a lot today. Your choices should align with that notion that you are worthy of the world and nothing less. And I hope you understand that. Queen of Wands, 6 of Swords, yes. Definitely being guided away from certain energies within your life, certain situations, because this is a season of change again. We're literally shifting into the winter season. Things are coming to an end rapidly. The literal weather outside reflects that. If you notice how people just literally between the months of like October and December, always you see so many deaths, right? Every single time. And it's no coincidence. It's just that season and it's that time of the year. So even energetically, and especially again with all of the other astrological things that are going on, that really, really, contribute to these energies even more. This is why you have to make your choice and stand behind it, because it's like, all right, whatever you choose, understand. It's coming. It's happening. And if you know that you need to make a choice to let go of something, someone, some situation, once you have made that move, right? And I see again, even though there's a lot of hold up and there's a lot of protection around the things that you're trying to manifest. And probably because there's still so much walking away that's happening, right? There's still a lot of movement, but each one of the cards that are here that represent some sort of movement It's like moving away from something. Six of Swords, healing. And I always, emphasize how, for some of you guys, the spirit just literally led you away. Like you made a choice. You was like, okay, I don't even know what's going to come of this. I don't feel strong at all. Like I just feel broke down, weak, but all I know is that I can't do that no more. And the universe is kind of like, okay, that's all we need. That's enough to get us away so we can really focus on what we do need. And some of you guys look, you got a backpack on, a hat, a vest. You was prepared. You get what I'm saying? You already knew this was coming. And you really just finally got the boldness to make the move that you needed to make to get to where you needed to go. So whichever, side of this fence you're on, understand that, whatever choices that you've made recently have been what's needed. And yes, it may have felt dark, right? Moon energy again. Look at this person that's within the boat. Their head is down. There are a lot of swords around them, meaning that they had to fight a lot of battles. Yes, they were victorious, and they're always going to be victorious. Why? Because they are this high priestess and they are protected by this 9 of wands energy always. So they're always going to be victorious in everything that they do. But there is a such thing as a wounded warrior, right? We have, we just recently celebrated Veterans Day, right? And, we give homage and honor to all the people that put their lives on the line for the sake of us. And some people go and they come back wounded warriors, right? Still alive, still with us. But it's like I have scars. I have, damage. I have trauma. So for some of you, this is what's happening, right? Some of you guys, again, like I said, you done your healing. It's like, oh, now I realize I need to go. Like now that I've done my healing, I come out of my meditation. I'm like, boom, I'm out this bitch. And some of y'all, it was literally like a tower moment, like that these things came upon you. You was like, oh my God, like I really got to do this. Even though I don't want to, like this is going to change so much for me. For some of you, it may have even meant starting from nothing, from scratch, right? Whichever one it is, understand you made the right decision, right? The 2 of Cups. Yes, this is a card that talks about love and connection, but it also is, again, an even exchange and a sign from, the heavens. We had the Strength card here, and here's another lion that's represented on the board. That your strength is coming. They want you to know that as you surrender to these choices that you've made, or as you surrender and start making the choices that you need to make. That's when you're going to get that strength and be able to pull yourself out of this energy. Right? Because you're going to be calling in good things. You're going to be calling in the things that are going to keep you in this 4 of Pentacles energy. Not in the 10 of Swords or the 3 of Swords, but the 4 of Pentacles. Okay? The Empress is here. The Ace of Swords. You are in control. You are in control. You are in control. You are in control as well as, or you are in control of whether or not people truly see you and embrace you in the Empress energy and the High Priestess energy. Because let me tell you something. One or two things are going to happen when you really step into this energy. People are really, really going to love it and embrace you for who you are. They're going to see you and understand that you are the Empress. Or they're going to see you and understand you are the Empress. And it's going to make their flesh crawl because you reflect all of the things within them that they have not yet accepted or embraced, right? And they're going to run the other way. But the one thing that's not going to happen, will never be tolerated, is that for people to be around and playing with this Empress. Playing over her energy. It's not going down like that. Why? Because this Empress understands. And these cards came out together that she is in control with the Ace of Swords. She or he. Eight of Swords. Some of you guys really, really need to see yourselves for who you truly are, so that others can see that as well. With the Chariot card here. Does anything else want to come out about choices? Something flipped. The Emperor. Yes, some of you guys are really, 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 on your way to manifesting this divine partner. And for some of you guys, your divine partner could already be in their Emperor energy and waiting on you to step into your Empress energy, or vice versa. Again, forget the sex and just, understand what I'm saying. Embodying these energies of understanding the power of who you are and walking in that unapologetically. And again, I really want to emphasize that the importance of choices at this time, because just as quickly as you're putting it out there, consciously, subconsciously, is as quickly as it's coming to you. The Fool card. Two of Pentacles. Choices again. Ace of Cups. New beginnings. Judgment. Shifting your perception on certain things and certain situations, definitely. Because I really feel like your life is just, it's wanting to make this hard turn in the direction that you really, really desire, and even beyond what you can desire, right? But the little hold up and hang ups, you got to get out of your own way. You got to get out of your head, and you got to make a choice. And you have to actively stand behind your choice. And understand that if something is pressing you so much to where it's like you can't, stop thinking about it, you have this urging and this burning, if it's pressing you in that way, more than likely that is your discernment and your spirit letting you know that this is something that you need to choose, it because it's something that's going to be good for you. Or it could just be, again, your higher self or your inner child speaking up from that place within your subconscious to let you know that this is what we need. But you cannot allow the fact that it is not, what you thought it would look like, or it's not what, you had planned, to constantly keep getting in your way with the Tower card and the Magician here. You really have the power to make a drastic change within your life right now. And you also have the power to quickly see the things that you are manifesting. The Magician is the person that can manifest all. You have the Magician and the Fool here. Two of the most free manifesting, spirits within the tarot. So this is you. And you are meant to be this, happy and free and quick manifester, right? But the way you lock into that is to never, ever, 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 ever allow anybody to move you from your anchor and your pivot of choices, your power of choice, and aligning with the choices that are best for you. And doing it over and over and over and over again in every scenario. Every scenario may look a little different, but the base rules, right? No matter what, these 4 boxes have to be checked. Right? And I apply that to each and every choice that I have to make. No matter how big or small people want to measure it to be. So don't overlook any choice at this time that you're making. And whatever choice that you are making, stick behind it and stick behind what comes with it. Because eventually, as I stated at the beginning of the video, it will look like what you need and what you desire. 7 of Swords, yep. May not look like it now, but eventually it will. And you stand in your position until it does look that way. And you don't surrender or settle for anything less. Because when you do settle for something less, that's you choosing not to uphold that standard. And the universe is like, okay, she don't want that. He don't want that. So, yeah. Choice is my love. Two of Wands at the bottom of the deck. All these twos, I'm telling you, choices. And choose you. Yep. Choose to believe in that love that you desire. Choose to believe in all of the opportunities that you're, wanting to manifest. Choose to believe in yourself and your own talents and gifts. Yeah. Because you got some good shit coming in. And understand choices are so important. Make that a part of your manifestations. Every choice that I make is important. Make yourself aware of, what you're doing at all times. Don't just be out here haphazardly living or just, I'm just doing whatever. No. Choose with purpose, on purpose. Yeah. All right, so I'm going to close that energy. Thank you guys for, checking in on this. If it's for you, you'll know. Yes, and thank you to my ancestors for guiding the way throughout this energy. I'll see you guys soon.